Hello, beautiful soul family. Rebecca here, your vibe mentor, bringing you another video on how to raise your vibration so you can live your best life. Welcome, 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 all of the new subscribers. I am making this video specifically for you, for the new subscribers. I just wanted to say hello and welcome. There are over 128 new subscribers in the last 30 days. The number is growing like wildfire every day. I don't usually check numbers, but man, every 30 minutes it's gone up. And so I just wanted to say hello and let you know what this channel is all about. So if you are here, if you are a subscriber, if you are new here, it doesn't really matter. You are here for a reason. There are no coincidences. This is a safe place for you. I am all about your purpose. My mission, as I start these videos, I like to reiterate, I absolutely know exactly what I'm saying and I mean it wholeheartedly. Welcome, soul family, my beautiful soul family. I am here for you to help you live your best life. And what that means is, like I said, there are no coincidences. We are drawn together for a reason. You are here because there is something that you have that's blocking you from your purpose. Yes, everyone has a purpose. You are made perfectly imperfect for your purpose. What that means is there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. There is not a single thing that is bad or wrong or broken. Even if someone told you when you were young you were too much, you were too loud, you were too sensitive, you were too shy, you were too anything. Even if you felt like the square peg that didn't fit in the round hole, that's because you are made to be a leader, to bring about heaven on earth. The way things are going is not going well. That most of us can look around us and see evidence that the world is in trouble, that there are a lot of challenges out there. And the beauty is we don't have to focus on those challenges because where your focus goes, grows. So what we focus on here is healing the wounds of the past so that you can step into your purpose because the world needs what you have to offer. And only you can offer that thing that you have hiding inside of you. You are special. You are important. You are valuable. There is something that you were made to do, and I bet you have felt that calling, that yearning in your heart, in your soul that says there's got to be something more to life. I know I'm supposed to do something that matters. I need to be of service. I want to help. And here's the tricky part. Likely you also experienced a very tumultuous childhood, especially when you are a good, kinded, beautiful being who shines brightly, you trigger people. When you are the square peg that was not made to fit in the round hole, that really, it is disruptive. It challenges the status quo, and that bothers people. Unfortunately, their response then is to tell you there's something wrong with you. So if you didn't feel safe, seen, heard, cared for, or loved for an extended period of time, you have experienced something called complex trauma. It can also be simplified. It doesn't have to be the big bad T word. It can be simplified into just not feeling good enough, not feeling valuable, not feeling worthy, not feeling safe, feeling like there's something wrong with me, there's something wrong with what I need, and the world is not a safe place. People are not safe. All of these things are beliefs that stem from complex trauma. So what I've found in my work is I finally, after 40 some odd years, was willing to say, okay, God, source, divine creator, universe, and by the way, a rose by any other name still smells as sweet. So if you call it universe, if you call it God, if you call it any other name, it doesn't matter to me because at the end of the day, the source of your creation does not change based on what you have called it. That there is this infinite field of potential and creation and consciousness that is everywhere in all ways, all the time, including inside of you. And he, she, it, they, them, whatever it is, loves you. It is non-binary. It is beautiful. It is love. And it loves you and it created you with purpose and intention. And it wants very much for you to succeed, to thrive, to be happy, to have your needs met, to realize the dream that was put on your heart for a reason to pull you towards your purpose. Now, when I finally was willing to say, fine, I give up, I am going to exit the corporate world. I'm going to give up my beautiful $600,000 house. I'm going to give up my beautiful six-figure career. I'm going to give up everything that is not serving my purpose and path so that I can commit to this path. Only then did I actually, for the first time in my life, feel like this is what I have been searching for. This is the thing that is going to make a difference. This is the thing that's going to make me feel fulfilled. This is the thing that's going to quench that unquenchable thirst that kept saying there's got to be something more. I did all the things. I overcame extreme adversity in my childhood. There's not a single traumatic event that I didn't experience. And I was still able to put myself through school when I finally discovered, energy and understanding how the mind and body work and psychology and positive thinking. And I'm not a proponent of ignoring the weeds and just going, there's no weeds, there's no weeds, no, there's no weeds. No, we do have to pull the weeds, but we can't we can't keep focusing on the weeds because we will create more of the weeds if we keep focusing on it. So to some extent, controlling and mastering your mindset is part of it. So when I finally got everything under control, I at least then was able to pull myself out of poverty and out of toxic relationships and create the life that I dreamed of at that time. It was the six-figure salary. It was the big, beautiful house and the family and the cars and the stuff. But I, of course, realized even after having all of that, that yearning for something that was important, that truly mattered in the world, still was there and still would not let me rest. And so finally, after giving all of that up and stepping into my purpose, that's when I realized everybody needs to know about this. The pain that you suffered in childhood, the belief that the world is not safe or that you are a problem or it's not safe to be seen, it's not safe to show up and shine, it's not safe to be big, bright, and beautiful like you were made to be. Those beliefs will continue to perpetuate. They will create more of the same. Because we are manifestors, because we are creators, we are creating all the time. Manifestation is not some difficult thing that we have to effort to do. It is our nature. It happens by default. So you can either create more of the same based on what you believe and the thoughts you think and the vibrations you feel, or you can learn how to manifest, how to master the manifestation process and start to create not only the life of your dreams and the life that you will love, that's yeah, everybody says that, but truly the life you were made for, to manifest the purpose that you were given, to manifest that thing, that desire, that yearning that says, I'm supposed to do something that matters. I'm here for a reason. Deep down inside of you, something knows that that is your truth. And I also am not a proponent of subjective truth. There are some things that are true no matter what. And one of those things is the manifestation process. Here's how it works. I'm going to oversimplify it. Essentially, you have a foundation of beliefs. Whatever you have chosen, choice, number one, chosen to believe becomes the foundation of your thoughts. What you think, the brain has to match in chemistry. Your body is then flooded with stress hormones or happy hormones, depending on the thought that you choose. Those hormones flood your body and determine how you feel. How you feel, let's also clarify this, the chemistry that floods your body creates an emotion. Emotion is a feeling in the body. It is not feelings. How I feel is actually a story that is attached to the sensation in the body. We'll call it a sensation, right? So you have a belief, from there you choose a thought. From there, the thought creates the chemistry that floods your body. From there, it is an emotion, a sensation that then creates a vibration and a frequency that emanates out from you. This is not woo-woo stuff. This is all scientifically proven. We are electromagnetic beings. Everything is vibration and frequency, including this desk and these walls. You are emanating something all the time, some sort of frequency and vibration, and that is your attraction point. Again, proven that when two frequencies are a match, they are attracted to each other. That is the magnetic portion of our beings. We are magnetic. We are attracting and drawing to us. Here's another fun fact. 56% of the world is capable of healthy attachment, which means 56% of the world is positively capable of treating you in a way that you deserve. They will be loving, they will be respectful, they will honor your boundaries, they will honor who you are and what you need. What I'm finding in a lot of these statistics is about 50-50 split. And so what that means is you have a 50% chance of attracting something amazing to you. And the only reason the brain is confused, the only reason that we have continued to draw more to us of the same is because we have the same beliefs, we have the same thoughts, we have the same vibration, frequency, emotions, and attraction point. Okay? So all of that being said, this is a moment in time. If you are here watching this video, this is a break. This is a split. This is a moment where a light bulb goes off and says, my life does not have to be the same way it always has been. And this is a choice point. Will you choose to believe? Because everything, like I said, stems from your choice of beliefs. So now, I'm not Pollyanna-ish. I will not lie to you. I will always tell you the truth. That's part of my trauma, is I cannot, and I'm sure you can probably relate to this, I cannot do anything wrong because I have such an extreme sense of responsibility, a very massive fear of experiencing the consequences of doing something wrong. And so I can promise you my integrity, that I will only tell you things that I have validated, that I know for sure are true, that I have done the research on. I am also in a master's program for psychology, which means extensive research, which means extensive qualification of the research, which means being absolutely certain that the information that I provide to you is true and qualified by peer-reviewed studies. Okay? Now, I am not a scientist. I am not in the quantum physics world, although if I had a million lifetimes, I would study it all. But I do the best to my ability to research that form of science. Now, I am not capable of reading all of these peer-reviewed studies as it relates to quantum physics, but I can assure you that I have a strong sense of confidence in my own body that the information I bring to you is true. Okay, so kind of where are we going with all of this? Let's distill everything I've given you and boil it down to why you are here. If you are here, if you are willing to choose that this is right for you, that this is something that you can wrap your head around, that this is something you are ready to believe, here's what we need to do next. Heal the trauma. So what happens in those years where you didn't feel safe, seen, heard, cared for, or loved for an extended period of time, your limbic brain developed a program of the world is not safe, and I need to figure out who's out there and who I need to become to be in this place with these people so that I don't get hurt. So what happens is that causes you to press down who you are and what you need, and it causes you to wear a mask and become, it's people-pleasing, it's overgiving, it's self-sacrificing, it's self-abandonment, all of the hallmarks of complex trauma. We then deplete ourselves. First, we lose ourselves. We forget who we are, and it's buried beneath all of this trauma. And second, we become something that we don't even know. We don't understand. It's not authentic to our nature. It is a coping mechanism so that we can stay safe with the people that we are surrounded by. That means our purpose and our gifts are buried down, and we perpetuate this belief that I am not enough, and these people who come in my life are going to hurt me if I am who I truly am. Now, trauma is housed in the body. That's when I keep making this gesture, what I'm envisioning, and there's a suggestion, because the trauma's in the body, but who you are is buried beneath it, that there's a pressing down, right? So the more trauma that you put in, the further and deeper down the authentic, natural you is, the purpose, the gifts, the talents, the strengths, the thing you're supposed to do in the world. So here's the beauty. Talk therapy does not work. So anything that you have tried that has not worked with the body doesn't mean that you are a failure or that you're doomed or that this is impossible. It just means we haven't used the right modality. So there's something called brain spotting. It is a proven psychological modality used in traditional psychological settings that helps to heal trauma. The two somatic therapies, somatic meaning body work, that work effectively, that are used in traditional psychology settings are EMDR, it's rapid eye movement essentially, and brain spotting. Both of them work with the eyes to access the limbic brain that tells the brain and the body it's safe to bring the trauma up for processing now. So what trauma is essentially an open fight, flight, fawn, or freeze response that never closed. Okay, so we open it, the brain says it's not safe, I got to get out of here, or I have to fawn, I have to be, I have to people please, I have to be whatever they want me to be because it's not safe, and it's flooding the body with those stress hormones. But the body says, I'm 3, I'm 5, I'm 14, I'm 25, I can't get out of here, I can't, I'm too young to leave, or I'm married and I have a family and I can't go. So the body says, okay, we'll hold on to this for processing later. The problem is the world doesn't talk about trauma. It doesn't have to be the big bad T word. This is a normal human condition. If you look at the last 2 years with COVID, this is filmed in 2022, so year 2020 and 2021 were filled with fear. The whole world felt afraid of this so-called disease that was going to kill us. And I'm not going to get into questioning whether or not that was. That's not the point. It is what it is, right? I'm not here to debate that. We are all entitled to our beliefs. Let's stay on task. The point is, you can heal trauma. You can heal trauma with something called brain spotting. I am a certified facilitator. Essentially, we use this pointer. I know every time I pull it out, people are like, whoa, what is that? It's my magic wand. It's, again, science. We essentially use the pointer, moving the pointer around to find the access point. The eyes are connected directly to the limbic brain through the optical nerve. Once we access the limbic brain and say it's safe to pull this trauma up, we can then go in the body. And the beauty is the body is designed to heal. When you get a cut, you don't have to tell the body to heal. The body knows how to do that. And so by bringing your presence and focus and awareness into the body, while your facilitator is also setting the safe state of nervous system, your nervous system then entrains to my nervous system and says, oh, it's safe. Rebecca is safe. It's okay to heal now. Let's bring this up for processing. And with a little focused effort and attention, it will move through you and up and out of you, and you can be healed. So here's the beauty. I'm going to have to piece this together because I'm running out of time and I really want to finish this for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video in about 1 minute and I will come back and we will finish this conversation. But the beauty is when you relieve the trauma, you relieve the triggers, you relieve the response that happens when the outside world reflects to you the potential for danger. So the brain identified at some point that it's not safe when these certain things happen. Being seen is one of them. Being authentic is one of them. Being judged and criticized are also triggers for trauma. So as you heal the trauma and get that up and out of you, you are no longer triggered. What that means is you can stand proud and be seen. You can speak your opinion and not fear ridicule. You can shine brightly and make people uncomfortable and still be confident in your being, who you are. That even though the hypersensitivity and the high empathy that was created through this trauma response, you will still feel their discomfort. You no longer feel responsible for how others feel. You no longer have to solve their problems for them. You no longer have to carry the burden of the weight of the world anymore. You are free. You are free to shine. You are free to be you. You are free to do what you want to do without the battle of the brains, the prefrontal cortex that says, I know what I need to do to build a business, to step into my purpose, to do something I love. But the limbic brain says, that's not safe. Stay down here, right? It's pressing you down like the glass ceiling of trauma that you've never been able to overcome. Finally, your brains start to work together. There is no more resistance, and you can drive forward, laser focused towards your purpose. Okay, I have to pause this. I will be right back and we will complete the conversation because healing the trauma means you step into your purpose, means you manifest abundance because abundance is required to create heaven on earth. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I was just saying the whole process, the reason I am here, the reason you are part of this family is likely because there is a wound to be healed, whether it's complex trauma or just feeling unworthy, the lack mentality, the belief in not enoughness, however you want to label it. That is the thing that keeps you from your purpose. Your purpose is beautiful. You are beautiful. You are amazing, and you are meant to shine so bright because we, the New Earth Construction team, are the leaders. We are the forerunners. We are the early adopters, if you will. There is a new way of life that is trying to be birthed right now. That obviously the old is falling away. And as the governments fall and the marketing systems collapse and the medical systems are found to not really truly serve us, or the food systems are hurting us, what that means is those systems must crumble and fall away. But it cannot happen first and then we build new. No, we have to build new while the collapse is happening, and that's what you are here to do. You are one of the forerunners that is here to assist us in helping create heaven on earth, or the new earth. So does that sound amazing to you? Because I've coined a term called the New Earth Construction Team, and we have started a community. So it is not just about watching these videos or clicking that subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I release new videos, but it's also about coming together and meeting your brothers and sisters in this journey. If you are highly sensitive, if you're highly empathic, if you have felt that call, that yearning, that desire that says there's got to be something more for my life, but you haven't been able to make it happen. You feel overwhelmed. You feel like you self-sabotage. You feel like there's just something that's going to keep you from it, and so you should just quit, give up, and accept the way that life is. Then likely you are part of this community, because we have all been there. We have all felt that feeling of, I cannot. I will tell you, a year ago when I started the channel, I said, I cannot put myself out there because I know that somebody is going to pick on me for whatever, and I'm going to feel it because I feel everything. I absolutely am at the highest end of the highly sensitive person scale. I absolutely feel and internalize everyone else's energy, especially when I'm a large crowd. The idea of hundreds or thousands of people watching me was extremely daunting. But I could only do that because I did the brain spotting, because I did what was necessary, because I overrid the trauma brain that says, don't look at that thing that hurts you, don't go there. It's called disassociation, when the brain distracts you and constantly wants to numb you out. I had an addiction to alcohol. I was drinking 2 or 3 glasses of wine every single night. That was my coping mechanism. I absolutely knew that I did not want to do that, but I could not get away from it because I was avoiding the healing. I was avoiding my purpose. And in order to sustain the avoidance, we have to have coping mechanisms. Whether it's shopping or social media or love or sex or relationships or codependency or whatever the thing is, there's likely something in your life that you are using as a crutch to lean on to make you feel better about not being able to become the person you were made to be. Self-actualization is at the peak of Maslow's hierarchy of needs for a reason, because we need it, and it is the highest need. Now, people would argue, yes, you need the foundation first: food, water, shelter, safety. We need relationships. We need work and fulfillment. We need connection, all sorts of things. But we will never fully feel that our needs are satisfied until we reach that peak of self-actualization. So, if you want coaching, if you are needing direct support, I absolutely do offer that. My prices have gone up since we've started the community, because the community is the accessible option. For $25 a month for this week only, we do open the doors on 11/11, and the price will go up between now and then. But if you comment below or email me, there's an email in the About section. You can put your name on the list for $25 a month to be a part of this community. There's no long-term commitment. You come in, you join us. If you feel it's right for you, stay. If not, go. I am not about any type of force, because you cannot force anybody to do anything. So if you're not ready to heal, if you're not really committed to your purpose and path yet, then just know that we'll be here when you are, okay? If there's anything else, I'm kind of checking in. What else do you need to know about me, this channel, and about what's available to you? Just know that we will wait for you with open arms. The beauty of the acronym New Earth Construction Team is it kind of sounds like the word nest. And I love, because I am a Cancer moon, I am a nurturing type, I'm a mother naturally, by nature, but also physically, to be able to feel like that mother bird that holds her wings around the nest, to create that safe place for you. That is one of my highest priorities, because the wound was created by not feeling safe, not feeling loved, not feeling heard, cared for, or seen, not being nurtured. So the antidote is to be safe. And I assure you, it is my highest priority that you will be in a safe place. There is absolutely zero tolerance for any type of aggression or hate or criticism or any negative words in general. And I can tell you, also being a highly sensitive person, I am very sensitive to that type of behavior. I will address it calmly and kindly. I will have a conversation with that person and just let them know, hey, that was not necessary, helpful, kind, or loving, and please don't do that again. There'll be one opportunity for change, and if it is a perpetuated issue, then that person will be dejected from the group. So I can assure you, this is a safe place. There is zero criticism, zero rejection that will happen in this place. What you will see is a reflection of your value and worth. Here's another thing. You cannot solve the problem of trauma or finding your purpose, finding your path in business, however you want to look at it, from the level of the mind. The mind is very closely connected with ego, and of course there is the trauma brain. So it will put you on this hamster wheel of trying to figure it out forever, indefinitely. You will never get the solutions you are looking for from the mind. You will, however, find healing in the body and see the reflection of your value, your worth, your gifts, the talents that you have to offer, your purpose, through engagement with others. Clarity comes from action. This nest is a safe place for you to take action and know that you will have your value and worth reflected back to you. That when we were in that unhealthy environment, whether it was in childhood or in a toxic relationship later in life, you had inaccurate value and worth reflected to you. It was like being in a hall of mirrors, that people told you there was something wrong with you. You were too something. And it's kind of like being in the hall of mirrors, where the mirror is telling you you're 4 feet tall and 4 feet wide, when in actuality, if you were standing in front of a healthy mirror, an accurate mirror, you would see that you're 5 feet tall and 2 feet wide. That is what the nest is for you. It is that reflection, the accurate reflection of your value and worth that you needed and didn't have when you were younger. We will support you. I offer not only trauma healing, neuropath reprogramming, identification of the trauma responses, as well as identification of your purpose, how to manifest, and also how to build a business. So if you need to know how to market something, how to sell something, how to get sales, how to get leads, how to formulate an offer, how to identify your language in the way you articulate and deliver a message, all of this is necessary. And so my goal is, I was in product development for 20 years. I took many, many products from the cradle to the grave, is how we say it. And I cannot give you an incomplete solution. So I absolutely, the cradle is nurturing who you were before the world changed you, healing and removing the blocks that keep that from coming forward. Again, I'm going to say it again. Last time I promised, heal, find purpose, manifest with intention, create a business, or manifest abundance through it. And so I will make sure that you have the complete solution to starting that business that you've always dreamed of. We are all made to be of service. We are all healers in a way, but that doesn't mean that you need to be a tarot card reader or a psychic. It means that you need to offer the gifts that you have to offer, and in your offering is healing for someone else. That may be through gardening, that may be through architecture, that may be through holistic medicine. It just depends on what is your calling, and it's your heart's desire that's going to lead you towards that. Your joy is your compass. Your purpose is your dream. And we will make sure that you find it. So again, welcome to the community. I so love that all of you are here and that we are growing leaps and bounds every day. This is amazing and exciting. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I literally would hug you if I could, but I'm opening my arms to you and welcoming you either just to this channel, or if you want to join us in the Nest, the New Earth Construction Team community, drop a link below, or drop a comment below. I will find a link. I need to include a link to make this easier. I'm working on it. Doors open 11/11, so some of this stuff is still in progress, but we will see you there if you want to join us that way. Otherwise, just hang out, and I'll see you on the next video. All right. I love you absolutely and truly, as best the perfect parent could love you, the way that our creator, source, divine universe loves you. I do my best, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, and namaste, my friends.